Hi, I'm Belinda Carli, the Director of the Institute of Personal Care Science, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make dry shampoos. Now, just to explain, a dry shampoo really isn't a shampoo at all. It doesn't actually clean the hair, but what it is a combination of powders to help mattify any shine and also absorb excess oil in the hair. The result is the hair doesn't feel lank and heavy anymore, and if you formulate these well, the hair will actually feel quite soft from the powders you introduce. It can also help with some detangling properties if you use the right combination of powders, and as I mentioned, it can take away that lank heavy look and reduce excess shine from oily secretions in the hair so that the user can get an extra day or two before they have to wash their hair properly. Now, dry shampoos can come as propellant form and non-propellant. I'm going to be showing you a non-propellant form today, but the key difference in the formula really is just charging it with propellant if you have access to those sort of manufacturing quantities and manufacturers who can charge the product for you. The formulas are in essence the same except for the charging step with propellant. I'm also going to be showing you a very innovative addition at the end of this product. Now, as I mentioned, your ingredient selection with these products is crucial to get a product that performs really well and gives the user that really dry hair feeling they're looking for to remove excess oil secretions. So I'm going to be starting with some DSA 7 by Agrana starch. Now, this is basically rice starch with some cetrimonium chloride, and this helps detangle the hair as well as absorb excess oil secretions. So I already have this measured out in the bowl here. Now, to this I am going to add some rice NS. Now, this particular material is going to give a mattifying effect to the powder, but it will also help blur the visual effect between the powdered and non-powdered sections of the hair. Nothing worse than applying a dry shampoo and it's obvious where you've applied it compared to where you haven't. So this material helps with that mattifying effect as well as providing a nice blended look on the hair. Next, I'm going to be adding some Agenaflow OS. Now, this material will help provide a real texture, velvety feeling to the end product. And finally, I'm just going to be adding some silica. Again, it helps absorb excess oil secretion. It helps with the flow of the product. And in here I have already mixed some fragrance. Now, I've mixed it in here so that when we blend through all the powders, the fragrance will be very evenly distributed. So put your fragrance into the silica and then add that as well. Now, in bulk manufacturing, you will need a ribbon blender or similar equipment. And you will also need an auger filler to fill into pots or send away your bulk powder for filling into propellants. Now, I promised you some innovation because that's really all there is to it. But I want to show you now creating some coloured dry shampoos. The benefits of adding some colour to your dry shampoo is it's really great, for instance, on blondes when they have some regrowth. Now, nothing worse than getting that line of regrowth plus excess oil in your hair and you end up with what looks like quite a dark stripe of regrowth, when in reality it's just a visual effect from the very light blonde and it's time to get your hair coloured again. So something like this blonde powder added to that dark line of regrowth will really help disguise it in between washes and when your next colour comes due. It's also fantastic to use some of these coloured materials if you were creating a black dry shampoo, for example. It can also cover greys and flaking scalps. Now, Agrana have these really cool colours in the yellow. They also have a brown mix and also a black mix so that you can create various coloured dry shampoos, and you can of course blend them in different amounts to achieve different colour effects. These are the rice starch with cetrimonium chloride, just like the DSA 7 white, but they have some iron oxide added, and also some dimethicone to help improve the slip so that the colour doesn't feel gluggy on the hair. Again, we stir this through. In manufacturing, you would use a ribbon blender. Makes the stirring very, very easy and also controls dust. And when applied, of course, you do this to the hair. But you can see it rubs out with significant colour. And as I've mentioned, if you were putting this onto a darker line of regrowth, it would hide and disguise that regrowth quite well. And of course the black also very effective to cover greys on dark-haired people as well. And that's really all there is to creating a dry shampoo. Remember, it's about absorbing the excess oil, providing a mattifying effect, and using the right type of materials that you can get the right flow onto the hair, spread throughout the hair, and of course the innovative colour concept that's now available. The only key difference between the formulation I've shown you today and those that are in an aerosol is of course the aerosol charging. So nothing left now but to enjoy your dry shampoo and get an extra day or two between those washes in your busy lifestyle. Happy formulating!